In the heart of Memphis, there is a rising star who has captured the attention of basketball fans across the globe. His name is Ja Morant, and he's quickly becoming one of the most electrifying young players in the NBA. From his jaw-dropping dunks and his precise passes, Ja has established himself as a force to be reckoned with on the court. And now, as he embarks on the next chapter of his career, the world is watching with bated breath to see what he'll do next. In this video, we'll take a closer look at Ja's journey so far and explore what his future holds as he continues to rise to the top of the basketball world. So join us as we delve into Ja Morant's next career chapter. Not only will Ja Morant be out the next few weeks, but an ESPN reporter also dropped a gigantic hint about his future. My guess now is that if he doesn't play the rest of the season as he takes care of himself, it reminds me of when he was out against the Warriors in the playoffs last year. Ja has Detroit counsel Graham in Florida away from the team, and he may be done for the season. There are lots of conspiracy theories about why some people think it's an unofficial suspension, like Michael Jordan was suspended for gambling. That's insane. There's one honest reason: if Ja's deciding to sit out, his team being the 2 seed. His whole life blew up when he chose to flash a gun on Instagram while awful rumours were going on. Ja's been accused of 2 gun incidents before, and his lawyer was saying there's no gun. Then the dude shows the opposite, and people said everyone loves a riches to rags story. Not only was Ja endangering his $200 million contract, he just got a huge bag from Powerade and is supposed to be the face of their company. And people are like, oh, Ja's not allowed to have a gun now. What about the Second Amendment? Powerade said you're about to see Ja everywhere, but they didn't like that look. They pulled every Ja commercial from TV and took down all his pictures off their site. But Ja was put out on a statement saying he would focus on his mental health. Then, right when people were starting to move on, another story leaked. Pictures and reports came out to the New York Post of Ja's night out inside Ja Morant's $50,000 gun-toting booty bender at a strip club. Now, I'm gonna blare out the actual girl in the picture, but let's just say she doesn't have much clothes on. But the room is filled with money, which is pretty cool. You know, if you're a gangster or a rapper, or a gangster rapper, but not if you're supposed to be the face of multiple corporations. Guys in suits and ties don't like that. It reminds you of Carmelo Anthony's words when David Stern set him straight. I'm not going to play the whole clip, but this is exactly what someone must have said to Ja. You want to be in the streets, but you want to be in the NBA. That's what he told you in his office. You want to be in the streets, so you want to be in the NBA. You go with a corporation, then you're going to leave that alone. I didn't understand that then. It took me to get old and wiser to be like that. It made sense, but a lot has changed since Ja Morant entered the league. Michael Jordan was the first NBA player to become a billionaire. LeBron was second, but the door is now open for a select few to make $1 billion. The first step is getting a signature shoe. Last year, MJ made over twice what he made in his entire career on the court. It's the most elite club in the league because Nike sponsors the shoe. A Nike exec said to get into the club, a player must have an on-court performance, an electric style of play, and the ability to be a global icon. Ja has got all of those, but I would add he's also American. I know that sounds prejudiced or something. I'm just stating the facts. It's the facts right now. American players are just more marketable for whatever reason. I hope that changes in the future, but it matters to companies like Nike or the NBA advertising. But Nike is not afraid to cut ties with a controversial athlete as they did with Kyrie Irving. The same goes for Powerade or the NBA itself. Someone must have gotten in Ja's ear and said, not only are you ruining your reputation, but you're also dropping $1 billion bag. Forget the season, there will be plenty more of those. We only get one chance at this and we're ruining it. I know people will say, oh well, he's just doing it for PR or the optics. So what? The reasons he does it. The dude might be saying to himself, I have to change, can't hang around with certain people, can't act the way I've been acting. But if he pairs that decision with huge public action, it could save his bank account. Think about what he did to get into this mess. Reports said he was a bad guy when no one was looking. Then he flashed a gun in front of the whole world. Now he has to take action, so the whole world can see. Now when he comes back, he looks like a hero. This could be great for his career. NBA players aren't role models. Yeah, right. He will be an amazing comeback story about turning your life around. I could see the Powerade commercial now. I was on the wrong path. But that's when I knew it was time to grow up. Powerade, fuel for taking charge of your life. They say that kind of crap in ads all the time, but that report said that the Grizz was formidable without Ja in the playoffs. That was last year. Is he right this season? But while we were talking about the actual basketball side of things, most rehabs take 28 days. I'm not sure how Ja's program works, but he went in there last week, which would have him released the first week in April. The playoffs start 10 days later on April 15th, but people are wondering why. We have not heard from Commissioner Adam Silver. According to Sean, we will. He says the NBA is still investigating. They not only have the strip club incident to look through, but also 3 other reports involving Ja. Without him, the Grizz are 7-7 this year. You don't hear a lot about that, do you? You only hear about last year when they were 20-5. That's not the same. That's an 800 win percentage last year and 500 this season. They're not the same team. As the second seed, they will most likely face the Mavericks, Lakers, Clippers, Timberwolves or Pelicans. Even if they can win a first round series, they will only go as far as Ja takes them. Their young star players was Chris Mullin, who turned into a Hall of Famer, but also threw away his career. His problem was alcohol, and he was drinking so much that he ballooned up to almost 250 pounds. The coach put him up to practice. If you don't drink in the next 6 months, I guess you don't have a problem. The next day he showed up for practice, citing personal reasons, but everyone knew, and the Warriors suspended him. After that, he said, I felt way more open, less concerned about what other people thought of me, and more focused on living a good life that particular day. I know Ja's actual problem is different, but is it? He's got something inside of him that needs to change. Mullin went on to make 5 All-Star games, had his jersey retired at Golden State and made the Hall of Fame. We hope you enjoyed the video and gained some insight into this talented young athlete's future. Now we want to hear from you. What do you think Ja Morant's future holds? Will he become an NBA All-Star? Will he lead the Memphis Grizzlies to a championship? Share your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this, and if you want to stay up to date with Ja Morant's career, be sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.